Ankh and Ma'at, Ankh and Ma'at, Ankh and Ma'at. I'm coming to you from the Tekin, this incredible monument that the Greeks called the obelisk. It is certainly not a skewer. I am coming to you from the Tekin to greet you for the spring equinox. I want to say to you that you should be prepared to go into this next period powerfully. That is, in fact, what our Kemetic ancestors, those dusky ancestors that gave the world one of its most incredible civilizations, that is what they would have wanted us to do today. I'm truly hoping that you are preparing. And so I am here. There may be a few others joining shortly, but we're going to do this quickly because I hear it's about to rain on me. So let us begin the way that we have been told to begin. Let us begin in the manner that was prescribed by our elder, Baba Heru Ankra Samad Se Patah. Let us begin with the opening of the way. And as we begin with the opening of the way, my heart, my Ab is prepared to greet the divine soul of the ancestor, Paor. You may know by now that Baba Heru's younger brother, an important part of the shrine of Ptah, someone that we used to call the militant Kamite, made his transition. And so it's so important for us to think about these elders that walked this incredible path in this legacy before us, that taught us the way, that assisted us when we needed assisting, that chided us when we needed chiding, that loved us when we needed loving. I'm speaking of none other than Baba Paor. And so I want to say I am thinking of him. I hope all of you will think of him as you do your work this day. For those of us who are familiar with the ankhs that our Wenwet members were carrying in their initiatory rites, carrying as they went through Wenwet training, those were handcrafted by Baba Paor. For those of you who watched us, Anika and I, when we did our television show known as Kemetic Legacy Today years ago, he came on and showed us how to live in this amazing green life that is the Kemetic tradition. He created such wonderful masterpieces in front of a live studio audience. Baba Paor was a giant. And I'm going to say to you that he's not a giant now, he's a colossus in the ancestral world. So as you join me, the opening of the way, think of him as we do the work. Let us begin. Anetrak in Bethet, Nuke in Bethet, Anetrak Hapi, Nuke Hapi, Twal Winter, Anetrak Sirket, Nuke Sirket, Anetrak Kebsenuf, Nuke Kebsenuf, Twal Inter, Anetrak Ast, Nuke Ast, Anetrak Amset, Nuke Amset, Twal Inter, Anetrak Neat, Nuke Neat, Anetrak Dwa Mutet, Nuke Dwa Mutet, Twal Inter, Anetrak Newt, Nuke Newt, Anetrak Geb, Nuke Geb, Twal Winter, Anetrak Shoo, Nukshu, Anetrok Tefnut, 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 Nuke Tefnut, Twawinter. Anetrok Paut in Teru, Nuke Paut in Teru, Anetrok and Boo in Teru, Nuke and Boo in Teru, Twawinter. Dwa, dwa, dwa. Dwa to you for doing the opening of the way with me. Dwa to you for remembering the tradition, remembering the legacy. I want to say to you once more that you are in a new season. We are now in spring. It may not feel like it tonight. It's a bit chilly, but we are in spring. Understand that at approximately 5:01 in our part of the world, the winter solstice, the spring equinox occurred. That means that we had roughly equal amount of day and night. That means that we are entering that period that we all love. We're entering that period where the sun will greet us on our faces. We're entering that period where we'll be able to spend time in fellowship with those people we did not see during the winter months. You know we don't like the winter. We'll be able to travel and many of our children and the young people will be out of school for some period, and we'll go on vacation and we'll eat fruit and we'll enjoy all of that. The spring signifies that the sun has been reborn and the sun is about to grace us. I want you to remember that in order to be at that period where you are able to enjoy and bask in Ra, you must prepare. You must restore Ma'at. Speak to those people that you are struggling with. Give love to those people who you have not given enough myrrh to. Right the scales with those individuals that you need to right the scales with. I always say that the equinox is a divine celestial example of Ma'at, equal light and equal darkness. Have you achieved Ma'at in your life? Have you achieved Ma'at at this point? Have you achieved Ma'at dietetically? Have you achieved Ma'at socially? Have you achieved Ma'at emotionally? Have you achieved Ma'at ancestrally? Have you achieved Ma'at? Now, let me say to you, in our tradition, we shouldn't fret if we recognize the scales are unbalanced. We know how to rebalance them. That is our tradition. Rebalance the scales. Don't fret if you recognize that you are in imbalance. We all struggle at times to be in balance. Do the work. Sometimes I even say to people that they have pain, that they have challenges, that sometimes the individuals who they need to restore Ma'at with have been long on their journey into the ancestral realm. Do you have parents? Do you have grandparents? Do you have aunts? Do you have uncles? Do you have family members? Do you have friends that have made their transition and you still bear ill will to them? You feel that they may bear ill will to you in the ancestral realm. Write them a letter today and restore Ma'at. You don't have to forgive them for their transgressions of Ma'at against you. You don't have to say, well, I'm forgetting everything. But you should speak with them. and seek to restore Ma'at on your end. It is important for us to recognize that our tradition, our way, our ancestral memory is to restore Ma'at. And I'm asking you today, the day that reminds us of the great as above, so below, the day that reminds us that even the sun must be in balance, that you must be in balance. Don't go into this season and enjoy the plants that are coming up out of the ground after a deep slumber and think that you deserve to do that. You must restore Ma'at. And so I come here standing in front of the oldest man-made structure, the oldest man-made structure in the United States. And I want to say to you, I remember the traditions, and you are here because you remember traditions. Get in your altars, get in your meditation, get in your dietary practices, get in your rituals so that you can restore Ma'at. With that, I want to say the divine force in me treats the divine force in you. I did not plan to be here long because I can smell the rain. It's probably going to come on me in a moment as I try to take down the altar, as I try to be ready to make my journey back to Harlem. And I just want to say to you, oh, my candle has gone out. I want to say to you that you should get in your altars today. And as you get in your altar, remember the legacy, remember the walk of that powerful, colossal ancestor, Baba Paor. Baba Paor assisted me on my journey as I was initiated into the Shrine of Ptah. He had assisted Anika on her journey, and so many others. Think about him and speak to him and ask that the ancestors guide the boat, the sektet, as it makes its journey. Speak to him and ask the Neteru to ensure that not a wave crash upon the bow of the ship as it makes its journey. And ask that you have the ability to experience his wisdom, to be with him as he arrives in the land of the ancestors. I'm truly hoping that these brief words were of help to you at the spring equinox. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all for Kemetic Ascension this Sunday. And for full members, our shrine meeting on Monday. With that, I say to you, Amasu and Panter, Sauksumitraa and Panter, Autu Aura, Maketi Pahadura. Give yourself to the one most high, keep yourself daily for the divine, and do it tomorrow just as we did it today. Twa Winter. Thank you to the divine. Shemin Ma'at, go forward, dear community, dear family, and do the work that we must do. As I'm leaving, let me just say that I see you in the chat. I see Sinette Cortia. I saw send Jason Holmes. I see you, Black Ace. I see you, Sinette Cheryl Lee. If I have missed anyone, please chalk it up to, oh, I see you, Sinette Lisa Speed Attaway. These are all full members I'm announcing first. Harold Jehuti Pata Umi Ka Temra. So many of you. If I'm missing any of you, please chalk it up. Oh, and of course, Sen William, who is here as well. Chihuti forever. Let me just go ahead and say, if I've missed you, please chalk it up to my aging eyes looking at a phone and not to my Shemin Ma'at, go forth in divine balance. We'll see you soon.